Welcome back to Soul Renovation. I'm Adeline Atlas, 7 times published author. Beethoven, frequencies, and the healing hidden in sound. Definition: sound is not just art, it's architecture. Frequency carries form. Energy carries instruction. The first 3 minutes of Beethoven's Symphony No. 7, Movement 2, are said to contain 3 of the most perfect healing frequencies. One for manifestation, one for grief release, and one for restoration. This isn't just music, it's medicine. The first 3 minutes of Beethoven's Symphony No. 7, Movement 2 are said to carry 3 of the most aligned frequencies for manifestation, healing, and releasing grief. And that shouldn't surprise you, because long before sound was entertainment, it was energy work. The ancients knew this, the prophets knew it, and the composers, they encoded it. This isn't about classical music appreciation. This is about remembering that frequency is function. That what you listen to doesn't just shift your mood, it alters your field. Every note carries data. Every tone carries potential. Your body, your nervous system, your emotional state, all of it responds to vibration before it even responds to logic. And Beethoven? He was deaf when he composed this. Let that sink in. He couldn't physically hear, but he could feel. He was tuned in to something most people never access, the intuitive grid behind sound. He was pulling from the divine, downloading resonance. And in those first few minutes of Symphony 7, Movement 2, he channeled frequencies that still move people to tears centuries later, and they don't even know why. Let's talk about those frequencies. The opening minute? Deep resonance, grounding and stilling. It drops your system into a parasympathetic state, calming the body enough to receive. That's manifestation frequency. Because you can't manifest from chaos, you manifest from calm. The second minute enters a more somber, expansive tone. That's the frequency of release. Grief, regret, guilt, it starts to lift through emotional vibration. Not logic, not words, just vibration. The third minute begins to subtly build. It's where healing begins to reconstruct your inner world, from release into readiness. And all of that, without lyrics, without a lesson, without even knowing the science, just vibration doing what it was always meant to do. This is why what you listen to matters. What you surround yourself with matters. Because your subconscious doesn't filter sound. It absorbs it. It builds reality with it. So when you intentionally use sound, not just for entertainment, but for energetic recalibration, you're not just listening, you're tuning your reality. So here's your invitation. Before you grab another affirmation, sit with those 3 minutes. Before you vent to a friend, play it with your eyes closed and feel where your grief is stuck. Before you try to force clarity, let the frequency shift your mind for you. Because not all healing is verbal. Not all power is loud. Not all prayers are spoken. Some are played. Beethoven didn't just write a symphony, he coded a frequency prescription. And it's still active. You don't need to understand music theory to receive it. You just need to sit still and let the energy do what it's always been waiting to do: heal, cleanse, rebuild. So go listen, with intention, with reverence, with your spirit open. Because healing doesn't always come through language. Sometimes it comes through resonance. The School of Soul Vault is my private monthly membership designed for those who are done just listening and ready to start building. Inside, you get full access to my video series, the unfiltered teachings, the strategy, the game plans, everything I don't share anywhere else. If you're ready to grow in silence and rise with precision, this is where it happens. Join the vault, monthly access, lifetime impact.